You guys, I get asked all the time about vision boards, and we have the most fun vision board parties in my Abundant Soul Social Club. And I am including a video or an audio, actually, why do I keep saying videos? An audio from a most recent vision board party that I hosted in the Abundant Soul Social Club. And in this vision board party, I divulge some of my most cool and most useful abundance codes for attracting and creating your vision so that it actually works. Making a vision board that actually creates and manifests what it is that you want, but also getting seriously aligned with that vision too, and how to do that. So I think you're going to really love this, especially if you're looking to hop into your next level and you're into quantum leaping and all that other fun stuff. I'm completely jazzed by it. So I hope you enjoy this episode as much as I did. It was a very popular video in the group. And if you're not already part of my group, then go ahead to Facebook, hit Abundant Soul Social Club, come join so that you don't miss out on any of the good stuff. Also, I want to invite you. I've got 2 ways for you to work with me currently. The Abundant as Fuck Mastermind is my ongoing mastermind. It is something you don't want to miss out on if you're looking for a sisterhood and community, but also to become abundant as fuck and do it rapidly. The other thing coming up is Big Money Vibes. We are going to be starting a new class of Big Money Vibes at the beginning of May. So reach out to me if you want to get on the wait list for when that program opens. I am offering an early bird opportunity to get in on this course that teaches you everything you need to know about reaching your next level of income, staying there, and attracting even more wealth on top of that, just effortlessly and with so much ease and so much flow and so much fun that you end the month and you end this course like, what the fuck happened? I've blown through my goals and I couldn't be happier. This is exactly what happened to everybody who was in the course the first round, and I am so behind this course. My heart is in it so much. I have so much passion for helping women to drop their money struggles, drop the heartache around it, drop the stress, and really align with a level of abundance, a level of feeling good and fulfillment and joy and happiness with money so that you really truly experience the freedom you're looking for. So reach out to me if this is something that you need in your life, and let's make it happen. With that being said, I hope you enjoy this episode, and as always, be sure to screenshot it, tag me on Instagram at Cassie MacKenzie so that everybody else can find out about it too, and I can hear what you liked about it. Alrighty, thank you guys for listening. Thanks for choosing to push play. And here is the vision. It's all happening. Bye. Are you ready for this? Let's do it. Welcome to the Manifestation Queen podcast, your filter-free and uncensored source for all things manifestation. I'm Cassie MacKenzie, and I'm a manifestation expert. I'm here to raise your vibes and your cash flow. Listen, I've manifested everything from a beer, a 6-figure salary, my husband, and homes, and more. And I am spilling everything I can on this podcast so you can learn how you can do the same. The more fun I have, the more manifestations appear, and the more money I make. So it's my obsession to show you how you can be, do, and have anything you want. So join the movement to raise your income and your impact on this world. Become a manifestation queen and create a life that feels like a vacation. Let's do the damn thing. Hello, Abundant Soul Social Club. Welcome to the party. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house party. Come in, grab a drink, get comfortable so that I can get you uncomfortable. How about that? Does that sound like a winning plan or what? Okay, as I'm waiting for you guys to hop on, this is going to be so good. I have something new planned for you, something new in store, and I think you're going to like it because this is something that you need. If you're here with me on a vision board party, then this is something that you need. And you know me, I'm good at telling you what you need. We were up in St. Augustine for the Easter weekend, visiting the fam. And I left my kids there with my mom. And it's so quiet here that I'm like, what do I do with myself? Like, what do I actually do with myself? So as you're hopping on, say hello. Tell me what's up. My brain, I'm really excited for this because my brain has started to work better with chaos around than not. And it's great because I've been praying for this for a long time. Like, if only I could just think clearer. But now I can. So today we're going to do something a little different. Sometimes I walk you guys through how to make a vision board online. And since I've already done that in a previous video, I can share the link, or you can look up in the video section where that is. But this is going to be like next level, how to put together your vision board from like a mindset so that you get to experience all the things that you actually want to experience, all the things that would really light you up. Hey, Brianna. Oh my goodness. How are you? From right here in the Tampa Bay area. I love it. Okay. So as you're hopping on, tell me, what is the number one thing that your vision board or that you have in your sights for your goals? What's the number one thing that pops up? And it could be anything, right? Like there is no limits to what you can have in your vision, right? Otherwise that'd be pretty fucking stupid. That'd be not really a vision board. That'd be like a, what do I think I can have? Which is basically like ordering stuff at McDonald's and half of it's in stock and half of it's not, right? So that's not gonna fly. I love that you guys have a picture of what it is that you want. Because as you know, your vision board, let me show you. I found this one. This was mine, talking about wanting a perfect partner. Remember, if you guys have been on my previous vision board parties, I think I've told you about the time when I first met my husband and I didn't want to seem like a complete stalker out the gates, because I kind of would have come across that way, because this was the vision board I used to have to hide when he would come over to the house. Everything's like come true. It's crazy. So look, not that there's a theme here. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, who wouldn't want that? There we go. Look, I seriously was like, I'm going to trap this man. I'm going to make him, oh yeah, that's a good one too, right there, right? So this thing would go up on our wall. It was so much fun. It was up on the wall every day until he came home, and then I'd cover it up with a picture or flip it around. But these vision boards actually work, and you know why they work? They work because they convey a feeling for you to be able to call in what it is you desire, right? The things, just having the pictures there and having a couple words there aren't necessarily going to bring you that house or bring you the healthy relationship. How, you know, like all of the rental properties, right? You've got to understand that it's not what you want. It's not like what you do to get what you want. It's who you're being while you're in the process of that, okay? How are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you emoting, right? So these pictures, as you can see, these pulled up a feeling inside of me, right? That if I was feeling a little uncertain about my relationship, because we were long distance for like over a year, I think, and he was on a yacht, for God's sake. Like, what's he gonna do with some chick back in San Diego when he's like just hanging out in Spain on their like football field size yacht, you know? So I was like, oh my God, I'm making my vision board. But what it did was it gave me something to look at that would evoke certain feelings inside of me of like love and trust and just fun. And so when I looked at that, these feelings were a match for the relationship that I wanted to have with this fucking stranger, right? And so me having those feelings inside of me was what brought him to, what brought us and kept us together, right? Being what you call like the energetic match for what you want. That's the goal of the vision board. It's not so much like perfect pictures. It's whatever pictures are going to be there, whatever words are going to be there to help you tap into that feeling that it is that you want. And that is what's going to be the most important thing. That's what I do most of the time with my clients, right? To help them become an energetic match for what it is that they want by removing all removing all of the obstacles in the way from a thought perspective, a belief perspective, a worthiness issue, right? So when you're able to do that, you become an energetic match to keep it. And if you're in my Big Money Vibes program, you know that equally there's a lot of work done on the back end too. Because there's the whole thing about like aligning to your vision proactively before you receive what you want, whether it's the relationship, whether it's the house, the venue, the dog, the cat, the, I don't know, chef, right? I love a person. I'm just going to undo this before I kick over my thing. Okay. But you've got to understand that your job is to be that match energetically before you get it, while you're in the process of getting it, also once you have it, and then maintaining that afterwards. What happens is a bunch of shit, right? Like, as you know, let me answer it. Christy said, so it's okay to focus a vision board on a particular person. Actually, I would recommend against that. You want to, and here's why. Everybody's got free will. He could have at any moment said, this chick is too far away. I'm going to go for the easy low-hanging fruit in the south of France. And fuck that girl. I don't know. In San Diego. I didn't mean like the one in south of France, right? Okay. So, not that there was never a girl in the south of France. I don't even know why I'm saying that. But it's just an example. This board, though, was about, I had him in mind. Really had him in mind. I had him in mind. However, as a whole, it was about the feeling of that relationship. Holding the vision so tightly. I mean, like holding the vision so clearly that I was able to loosen my hands and loosen the tight grip that I had on the outcome. Because as long as I was being an energetic match for love and for passion and for, it says, dreaming with your eyes wide open and chillaxing and, like all the things inspired by that passion, you're going to you're going to be an energetic match for the love that you want, whether it's that person or somebody else, right? So, but becoming clear, because what happens is when you want something as much as like a soulmate per se, or even like money has a lot of very strong emotions attached to it, right? So when you're in this, like in the vibe of wanting it so badly, especially from a certain person, then you can start to push it away because you're gripping on so tight. So the goal is to open up that energy, open up the possibility for receiving. Remove any of the energetic blocks that might be between you and the thing that you want, all that like sticky resistance, but then you have the vision of where you're going that's so clear that even if things are like thrown into, like say he broke up with me back then, I obviously would have been like devastated, but I'd also know that like, okay, this is what I want, and he obviously wasn't a great match for that. So the fact that he said no was probably evidence that what I actually want, I'm becoming so much closer to a match for what I want that anything that isn't a match is just falling away. Does that make sense? Okay. So here's the thing, because you're asking a very good, great question. Because especially in business, like we get this a lot, right? Where, hi, Lindsay, damn, woohoo! You get this a lot where like you have a huge goal, right? Especially in business or maybe in your job where there's a certain amount of money that you really want or need to make, right? But then you set your sights, you've got your vision towards it, you've got the feeling in mind of what it's going to be like when you finally have it, but then it's not showing up. So it's easy to be aligned with the goal when you have evidence that it's happening, but what happens when you aren't getting any evidence that it's happening? Or maybe like some things, it feels like rocks are being thrown a little bit and it doesn't seem like you're on that path. It's easy when things look good, but what happens when things look bad? How good are you at maintaining your vibe, maintaining your thoughts, maintaining your energy towards the goal that's just outside of your comfort zone, right? How good are you at doing that and maintaining that alignment when it looks like things aren't happening for you? And that's where your vision comes in. Because when you have a crystal clear vision and you know how it feels and you know exactly what it's going to be like, feel like when you get it and feel like to be it because you've already become it in real life. And you can look at this thing on your phone, or whether it's one of mine, like this crazy thing from, what was it, 2013, I could take a look at that and be instantly shifted back into alignment. And it's a constant reminder of, fuck yeah, this is what I'm going towards. I'm not going towards the complaining or the saying that like this isn't happening for me, or like woe is me, or I don't have the time, this must not be working, manifestation doesn't work for me, right? I'm not going to go into that story anymore, because I have my alignment towards where I'm going. And I've got the alignment of the woman who already has what it is that I want. Okay, so when it looks like it's working and also when it's not, that's when you've got to have, almost especially when it's not, it doesn't look like it's working, that's when you want to become even more, leading with that confident expectation of everything always works out for me. Everything gets better and better. Whatever comes at me, I can handle, because the best is still continually always best is yet to come, right? So the focus of the vision board is not only your vision, but a vision that expands you beyond where you currently are in your comfort zone, right? And it's things that you say yes to and only yes to. There's no maybes on the fucking vision board, or else it's just kind of like a to-do list, right? So you want to go for things that you're like, oh, I don't know. Like this looks kind of scary. I don't know if I can do it, but I think I can. So I'm going to go for it, right? It's nothing logical. It's all about expanding yourself, your capacity for holding these emotions, for these energies, the celebration. And that's what I also want to get to, okay? So if this is all about cultivating the feelings, and all about the feelings that you're going to cultivate once you have, as I get a message from my husband, I'm fetching the wine. You see? Look, I must have looked at the champagne on my vision board from 2013. Maybe I'll look at this picture then next. I think that'll be oh wait, no. This one will be a good one. I really still like that. My ring ended up sort of looking like that too. Anyway, these things fucking work, but it works with the belief. It works with your alignment. It works with your embodiment, with you going next level and saying, this is like, it's crazy for me to say that this is my goal, but it's crazy for everybody else, because I'm not everybody else, right? Okay. So, all right. So here's what the thing is. To create something new that you haven't experienced yet, you've got to plant new seeds and give it room to expand. Because here's the thing. People think that manifestation is just about affirmations and getting the thing that you want. But truly, to me, it's not like, what the hell is manifestation? What's the point in creating a life that where you get everything that you want if you're not comfortable with it once you get it and you somehow push it away or lose it, right? There's a back end of manifestation that is the actual point where the expansion happens, because your body is primed to over time, freak the fuck out and be addicted to the adrenaline of things maybe working out or maybe not working out, or not having enough time or not having enough money, and what am I going to do and how am I going to get it all done, right? And I was reminded of this by my mom just this past weekend, because she's addicted to watching the news, but there's a rule that when I go there, we can't watch the news. Not with my kids in the house, because they watch nonstop. Anyway, so today she's like, oh, I'm going to watch the news all day long once you leave. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to deprogram my kids for 3 weeks once they leave here for being here for 48 hours. But she was just kidding. So, but we got in a conversation because I was like, and how much better do you feel now that you're not watching the news? And she's like, actually worse. I've got such anxiety, la 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 la. I'm like, that's because you've gotten used to feeling anxiety that you have to find out about the news to get you feeling high blood pressure. And she told me, you're going to have high blood pressure one day too. And I said, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not at all. Because I did have it and I got rid of it. And I got rid of it through this work, through creating a vision, becoming so trusting of myself and my decisions, on trusting that I'm making the best decisions every single time I make a decision, every time I tap into my intuition, then that decision becomes even more magnified as being good. I mean, this is what all of this work does for you. It opens up a new way of thinking and acting and believing and operating in your daily life that the rest of the world is still catching up with. And so I applaud you guys for being on this, because this is a big fucking deal, okay? So you've got to get used to, and here's the point. I knew I was coming to a point, and this is what it is. So how many of you guys are used to celebrating yourself? I want you to put on a scale of like 0 to 10, how comfortable you are with celebrating yourself. Okay? Let me grab a drink. Because this is important. As I wait for your answers. 8. Okay, good. Diana, I love it. 7. They're rolling in. This is good. 2. Brianna! Oh my goodness. Okay. You as a human are, how do I say this? So people think expansion has to do with 5 weeks ago, barely a 4 or 5, now up to 8 or 9. I love it. Woo! Amber, I love you. Yes, because Amber gets it. Lindsay says 6. Okay. Your wealth, your level of meeting all of these things on your vision board, seeing them manifest in real life and experiencing them in the best way possible, making them the new standard, making that your new normal, is directly dependent on your ability to celebrate yourself. And here's why. You as a human have, let's just say, like, the ability to celebrate yourself can fit into like this big of a container right now. That you're used to a certain amount of success, a certain amount of things going right, certain amount of things always working out for you, unexpected money coming in, having extra time on your hands, going to your family's house and not having a total raging fucking fight. You know, like all of these things. Your things going well. We as humans have a certain level at which we're comfortable with things going well for us. So what happens is when you start to get into aligning yourself with the energy of the things that you want, aka manifesting the shit out of some abundance, right? Then if you have, like, say you're used to having like success in your business, but you want to manifest a partner. When you start to manifest the partner, then all of a sudden something inside of you kicks in and causes you to sabotage it at some level because you haven't primed yourself enough for celebrating yourself. And that's why I call this a vision board party. It's like a next level party because you've got to get so used to celebrating all the little things along the way, all the visions and all the things that you want to bring into your life, and make it the new standard before it comes the new standard. So that when you start to experience success in your business, plus you meet the man of your dreams, right? Your body doesn't like flip out and your mind doesn't flip out and say, holy shit, I've got to do something to insert something bad going, you know, so that it cools me down into this level of comfort where I'm used to certain amount of things going right. Okay. How many of you have ever like gone into, have your biggest month in business and then all of a sudden had like back pain, like debilitating, you know, where you're like up leveling. It's this up leveling, upper limit behaviors that come up where you start to worry or anxiety comes up or you pick a fight with your spouse or your kids, or you start screaming and then you start to feel bad about yourself and you start compounding emotions, you know, like you feel sad about feeling sad or you feel mad about feeling sad, or compounding emotions like that into the opposite direction to take you back down to that level of comfort where the amount of success that you're used to exists, right? This is what expansion's all about. It's not just about expanding into new levels of money or love. It's about abundance. In my opinion, it's about abundance because you're expanding the celebration across many areas of your life. Because if you expand in your business, then you want to be able to also have that expansion in your relationship too. If your new standard in your business that you've integrated is higher levels of money, higher levels of boundaries, so you're holding yourself at a higher level of worth for yourself, then you're going to be doing that in the other areas of your life too, right? So this is a lot of the work that we do in the programs that I run, but also in my mastermind and private coaching. And this has everything to do with your vision, because when you are able to have this vision of all these things going right, like an abundant as fuck life, then you are going to start living in a more magnetic way. You're going to start attracting all of the soulmate clients. You're going to attract the soulmate relationships, better friendships, like people who actually care about you instead of just meetup people, right? More money in your business, more unexpected cash. Like, it's overflow in all of the areas of life that you're allowing that to happen. So that's why I wanted to, really teach you guys today about playing into the energies of experiencing a different life, right? So it's about creating your vision with the pictures and the words and all the things, but it's also creating and cultivating those feelings inside of you and inspiring you to feel that way now, and doing what it takes to become an energetic match for that now before it's even happened. All right, this is high level stuff. I should probably be charging for this vision board thing, but you know what? I'm not, because this is my gift to you. And this is, like, honestly, the biggest concepts that you can ever take in for developing your vision board, okay? So you want to practice the new energy. You want to start feeling into that new frequency before you even start to see it materialize in real life, because you want to create that new standard before it's even fucking happened yet. So that when you reach it and when you get there, your body's already primed, your mind's already primed to be like, yes, this is the fucking new frequency. This is where I'm at. This is what's coming. This is what's mine. It gets better and better and better all the time. And I'm already used to it before it's even here, so that when it is here, it stays. Okay? Drop me a 1 if you are down for that, because I am all about it. Like, this is seriously, I started to piece together some things with, like, my own life, actually. And I was, one day, I just all of a sudden realized all of this shit was happening. And I said to my husband, I was like, yeah, so, like, basically, when you notice that, like, we go on vacation and or we go to my parents' house and I'm packing everything, like, we would get in, like, huge fights before we'd even leave the house, and not even talk to each other until, like, Orlando when we had to. And then, like, I was like, why does this happen? Like, things are supposed to be smoother. Like, what could possibly be fucking wrong, like, at all? And now I started to piece it together. I'm like, oh my God, I was completely upper limiting myself. Like, everything was going so well that I had to, like, let the air out of a tire in order to, create some kind of drama to cool it back down to, like, a certain amount or level of acceptable happiness. I mean, how fucked up are we as humans? Like, my goal is to unfuck your mind and unfuck your your wealth and all your love life and everything, because I don't think anybody should be putting themselves through this anymore. And you can raise your hand if you're down with me, because I love it. So Christy says, I have to learn to stay in the vibration. I can manifest anything, but I get out of that practice. Listen, you're manifesting things all the time. All the time. You are an absolutely amazing manifester, whether you're getting what you want or not, because it all comes down to what you're focusing on. It all comes down to what your vision is. And any sort of beliefs or things that pop up, if they go unchecked, then, like, am I allowed to do this? Or can I possibly do this? Or you might notice that you start to do really well in your life, and then you start looking for other people that you're like, oh my God, so I know I'm not really friends with this person anymore, but I'm going to look up on Facebook and see what they're up to. Because, I don't know, it's like looking up an old boyfriend that fucking hurt you. You know what I mean? And you're like, well, I know I shouldn't be doing this. I know I shouldn't be doing this. And then all of a sudden, like, move over, Alice, and new chicks in the rabbit hole. Like, woo, yeah. And then afterwards, you just feel like shit about yourself. That's your upper limit, right? That's where you're upper limiting yourself. You're like, oh, things are going so well. let me fuck it up, right? So don't fuck it up anymore. I love you guys. Okay, so that's the thing. It's really like even more than parenting yourself, because I don't really like parenting my own kids, you know, like that whole thing. It's about like just being like a casual observer of what's going on in your mind and what, you know, breaking those patterns and doing something else that's towards your vision, towards your goal. And that's why we do these vision boards. The vision board itself isn't a magical freaking tool that you can like, I don't know, put a magic wand over and be like, oh, now it's happened. You know, like it's a tool that's going to give you your reticular activating system, your subconscious mind, something different to focus on. But most importantly, it's going to give your subconscious mind a new feeling to focus on too. So the stronger the feeling, the stronger that association, the more it's going to allow you to be at ease with actually receiving that in your life. And that's to me where the magic is. So let's see. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. Okay, so true. Yeah, girl. Hey, we're all like this, like seriously, but you are an amazing manifester one way or another. And if you're noticing that, okay, here's the question. Let me ask you. What do you mean by I get out of that practice? How do you know that you're out of the practice? What results or what things are showing up in your life that indicate that you're out of practice with that? I will wait for your answer. Okay, because here's the thing. My guess is, okay, we'll wait for her answer. But, you know, for example, I know a lot of people in here have your own business, right? Or maybe you're looking to start your own business and you think, goodness, I don't know how to do all of this. There's so much to do. Well, first of all, start with the things that you're impatient. So it hasn't happened yet. Okay, so then if you're noticing that with your impatience, like for instance, say you're starting a business and you want perfect, like soul aligned clients that are like, fuck yes, I'm ready to pay you. Let's do it now. I'm ready to get into this. I want to I want the transformation. I want to be in your energy. I want to be here and I'm fucking worth it. So I'm going to do it. So this comes down to like your aura, your magnetism, your ability to stand out from the crowd and be an energetic, perfect vibrational match for your desires. Like basically you sitting back saying, I am here to serve the people that I'm here to serve. And I'm, they're going to notice me when I'm feeling 100% in my vibe and embodying my next level, right? So here's what happens when you start to attract things, whether it's like a perfect client or money or the house or whatever, there might be like a wonky situation that happens afterwards. And you've got to understand that like none of that means anything about anything, right? Like it only means what you say that it's going to mean. And if it feels bad, if the meaning that you come up with underlying feels bad to you, then don't keep it. That means it's an underlying like limiting belief that you can shift at any time. Now, if there's something that comes up, like for instance, ooh, I wanted to go have fun instead, right? Like you can keep that, right? You can go have fun, but also what part of what you desire might not feel like the most fun thing to you right now. And then maybe it's your desire that you get to shift because you're going to get whatever you believe that you're worthy of, but also you're going to get what it is that you want. And a lot of us tend to focus on the things that we think we should want or that we think somebody else thinks we should want, and not necessarily the thing that you actually want. And then that's where it gets all fucked up and wonky, right? On that end. So as far as the impatient goes, so this goes back to the embodying. If you knew that it was already done, and if you knew that what it is that you want was already here, how would you feel? And what can you do to feel that way now? All right. In my mastermind, in the Abundant as Fuck mastermind, we just started last week, but I gave out the first module of this new program, Sensual Abundance, right? And this is designed to get you in touch with all of the like sexy, sensual parts inside of you that'll activate like a next level, intuitive level of abundance for you to be able to maintain that energetic match. And really what it does is it's just teaching you not only to recognize where you're already abundant in your life, but also how to cultivate that feeling and maintain it for as long as possible, because everything that you want is at a certain feeling vibration. The universe doesn't respond to these pictures. It doesn't respond to the words. It responds to the feelings and vibrations and frequencies that you're acting at. So if I say I have a goal of eventually having 75 people on my live stream watching a vision board party, and right now there's 6, right? If I deliver this with the energy of I'm talking to 75 people, then eventually there's going to be 75 people watching this, like very, very shortly, right? So you're coming out into your life and acting in your life, not just as if, but you're owning the fact that this is already happening for you. Like, it's already happening. You are at the thinking vibration, the feeling vibration. You're at the energetic vibration of the thing that you want. And those feelings that are evoked inside of you, they're only a match for what it is that you want and not for what you don't want. Okay? So, bottom line, if things are showing up that you don't necessarily want, don't make it mean anything about you, right? You can sit and dig in and ask, like, is there any part of me that might not want this, right? Is there something else instead that I would probably want? Or most likely, like, get completely fucking fired up about, right? Or is there like a little bit of a shift in the worthiness that I need to embody to show that I fully believe and know and trust that my decisions are right and that I fully am worthy of the thing that I want, right? Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions. And in the meantime, let me tell you, if you have on your vision to be even more wealthy, right? If wealth is a goal for you, then we just wrapped up the Big Money Vibes program, and this fucking class was a vibe, and I love it. The results and the happiness and fulfillment and worthiness and all the things in this program, just in a short, 4-week period. Today was the sign off call, but were incredible, like beyond my expectations. I had confident expectations, obviously, of the material that I was delivering, but these women showed up like at a next level. And what that did was created next level results for them. I'm so excited that I'm going to be doing this program again in May. We're going to start the next round of Big Money Vibes. So it's at a special price right now of $9.99, and I have a payment plan or 2. So if you're into bringing more money into your life, actually feeling like you're worthy of money, getting rid of all the stories in your head about why it's bad or wrong or greedy, or that other people can have it but not you, or that maybe sometimes manifesting works for you with money but not all the time, or even clients. Like, usually if you're not attracting soul-aligned clients, or you're afraid to raise your prices, the money mindset, the wealth consciousness is the work that needs to be done around this to feel worthy of receiving that amount of money from other people for the gifts that you have, right? So reach out to me and we can talk about getting you in at the early action price, because it's going to go up to $11.11 shortly. And you can talk to, if you know any of the people who are in the program, you could talk to them about it too. But this is something that will totally change your life. It'll open up and activate abundance at crazy new levels. And I'm so excited to be the conduit for this program. Like, it's so much fucking fun for me, and I absolutely get completely jazzed about it. So all the energy should be in my energy. I teach it live, and I am so excited to be able to do this for the world, because I know it makes a big difference to be like a woman in this world and not worried about money, or not worried about your next paycheck, or worried about where the next client's going to come from, and you're able to just sit back and enjoy your life. Thank you, Amber. Like, sit back, enjoy your life in the confident expectation that it gets better and better and things are always working out for you, and that money gets to come to you at any time and in any way, in the most crazy ways possible. And I absolutely love that. So it's more than about just money. It's about just creating a life that you love, that you can expand into and feel really fucking great while you do it. All right. Plus, there are three openings in my mastermind, the Abundant as Fuck Mastermind. So if your vision includes like money, love, freedom, all the things, health, the hot body, the hot man, the hot bank account, then reach out to me. This isn't for everybody. It's for next level people really ready to like dig in. Just be honest with yourself. Like, it doesn't take a lot of time, the mastermind, like, and Amber's in it. She could say, like, there's not a huge time investment, but there is a personal investment in wanting and really truly desiring a transformation in your life that maybe it's taken like 3, 6, 12 months already and you haven't reached it yet. And it's a really fun container to do it. We're gonna have a fucking blast in this one. So I'm excited. Reach out to me if you think that was a good opportunity for you, because the price is going up for that tomorrow. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna go celebrate the fact that my husband's on his way back with champagne and our kids are someplace else. Yay! All right. Yes, it's me showing up and being held accountable. Absolutely. It is. That's the part of a mastermind. Like, honestly, it's the community, it's the sisterhood, it's actually proximity too, like being able to reach out and I can coach you through and answer you through any freaking question that you have at any moment, Monday through Friday. And then we have 2 calls a month and you get one-on-one access. Right now, to me, you get 1 call a month. And this is just a game changer for your life. This will skyrocket you into your next level and really get rid of all the bullshit that's holding you back. And you have to really be honest with yourself if this is a good match. So I'm so excited for the women in it, and I absolutely love it. It is a fucking great time. So, all right. This has been the Vision Board Party. So maybe next time I'll do a refresher on how to create one. I did notice Canva does have a couple of new backsplash screen things. But here's the thing. Here's my final tip. If you are into this sort of normal vision board, you can pick 3 areas of your life that you really want to improve in the next 3 months. And pick those 3 areas, unless there's, actually still stick with 3, because this is going to help take the pressure off one result. And by taking the pressure off one result, like for instance, say it's money, you're able to take the pressure off and allow it all to come. Okay? Taking the pressure off of it so that you're spreading your focus amongst 3 areas allows you to expand into those 3 areas, but also it allows for it all to come to you quicker because you're less focused on being like, when is it here? When is it here? When is it here? When is it here? Okay? Because the biggest mistake that I see people do is they'll set a goal and it's like one goal. Say it's like a money goal. I mean, since that, we just talked about big money vibes. Say your goal is like $10,000 months or $20,000 months. If that's all you're focusing on and you don't also have goals around like your health or your relationship, then you're going to be so hyper focused on it that you're probably going to create resistance and push it away, and all you do is sit there and notice how it's not there yet. But if you have so many other things to celebrate along the way and so many other reasons to celebrate and things to celebrate yourself for, get comfortable with that. Get super comfortable with it. And for those of you guys, I'd have to scroll back, that don't feel comfortable celebrating yourself, if you're anything less than a 5 or a 6, should be your focus. Focus on reasons to celebrate yourself and all the amazing things that you're doing, because that's what's going to allow you to up level faster and faster and stay there and really stay there. Okay. All right. Mwah! I love you guys. Have a great Today Monday, I guess it is. Have a great Monday, rest of the week. I am going to be announcing something really fucking fun later this week around your soulmate clients. So if you have in your desires becoming more of a match for more soulmate clients, then stay tuned, because thank you, Christy. I love you guys. Thank you, Diana. And thank you, Amber. I've got something cooking for you all around how to call in your soulmate clients. And this includes even higher prices, raising your prices, feeling comfortable doing that, and doing it in an aligned way that feels fucking good. All right. It feels like a party. All right. This is the Abundant Soul Social Club. So my goal for this social club is to make it feel social and to make it feel like the club you want to go to. So woohoo, let's do it. Alrighty. I love you guys. I will talk with you soon. Bye. Thanks a million for choosing to push play on another episode of the Manifestation Queen podcast. You truly amaze me, and if this episode blew your mind, then please leave a 5-star rating and a quick review on iTunes so more people like you can become manifestation queens too. See you next time.